Hey team, we're going to run through our Deadbug body weight variations. This is one of my favorite and foundational exercises to do. And it's really important for us to be able to engage our core well while the rest of our limbs are moving. If you think about what life requires of us, whether we're running, taking stairs, just walking, or in the gym, we need to know how to put everything together. So that's why I like this exercise so much. The first job is to make sure that we know how to engage our core really well. And the important word that we really want to focus on here is bracing. So that expansion into the abdomen, that if I hold onto my sides, I can feel my stomach press out into my hands and I create that tension, all right? You'll also know that you're in the right position when you're doing this too, that your back is not arching off the floor massively. So we like to talk about no daylight underneath here. So first job, brace, get that core nice and tight. Marching is number one. So I'm going to lift one leg off, a couple of centimeters off the floor, come back down, and I'm going to transition for the other sides. Now my main focus here is as I transition between the two sides, I don't want my hips to be rocking all over the place. That means that I've lost my core, my pelvic control during the movement pattern. So feel with your hips, you might even have your hands under your back so you can notice if there is that rocking sensation going on. So once we've nailed the march and there's no movement happening, we've got that really good engagement and brace through the front, the next stage we take it to is a heel drop. So my legs, I've got my thighs vertical, I've got my shins horizontal and my toes are tucked, all right? I want to bring the whole kinetic chain together so it's not just like a dangle leg doing whatever it wants to do. So find that nice position. From there, same again, but we're going to tap down towards the floor, alternating those sides. Nice and controlled. Think about your time and under tension as you're going through. Now, really important consideration too, if I bring my knees too close to my chest, what's going to happen is my back is going to naturally round out, okay? So I want to try and keep that tuck as I go through, keep this vertical towards the sky, and then tap down. Once I've nailed that heel drop version, I'm going to go to straight leg, okay? This is number 3, out towards the floor, come back in, other side. If you feel any clicking through the hips or the spine, what's happening is we're losing that core engagement, okay? So back it off to a level that you can tolerate and do really well before we progress on, okay? Final stage with the bodyweight version is arms and legs. So arms are now going to start over the chest. And what I'm going to do is lengthen out at the same time, all the way towards the floor, keep that nice and tight, come back in, go for the other side. Really ramp up that tension, make sure there's no space underneath, come back in. Last important point as you're going through, and really important when we're working on our core, is make sure you breathe, all right? We wouldn't go through life and hold our breath the whole time, nor do we want to do that when you're in the gym. So find a good rhythm whilst keeping that tension.